guys, happy Sunday. It is 12:59. It is our 1 p.m. Sunday cook-along day. This is probably my favorite version of live now.
It is fun.
The time goes really fast. We answer a ton of questions and we cook a delicious recipe. So, linked in the description below, number one, most importantly, is the pre-order to our cookbook, finally, which is coming out May 15th. So if you pre-order now, you'll pay on the pre-order, on the actual date, May 15th, and then it'll be delivered to you. So it's called Keto Made Easy. And
it's already discounted a bunch.
Yeah.
I think it gets discounted based on how many pre-orders we get.
Yeah.
So it started at like $35 and now it's like 22 or something.
And it has only 10 of the recipes from our food blog. So like 90 plus recipes are new, which is really exciting.
How do I get to the G chat? Over here?
Yes. We're also trying to get live on Facebook right now.
Tell them what we're making.
So if you guys aren't up to speed, we are making coconut curry chicken. So it's a really it's a really simple recipe, but it tastes like it's really complicated. And I hope you're cooking along with us. And if you're not, no worries. We do this every single week, so next week you can do it. We post the recipes like 2 days in advance on Instagram, other social medias, so you can get the groceries and then cook along with us. So
this is one of my favorite recipes. It's dairy free. We're using coconut milk. And don't be afraid, guys. It might seem weird. Cinnamon in the recipe, but in my opinion,
let's get this going.
Okay.
So, because I want Facebook people to also be potentially cooking along.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna start at 110.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So now we're live on both Facebook and YouTube. So again, pre-order cookbook in the link description. Keto Made Easy. It's our first cookbook, probably our only cookbook after going through the process of making it. And then we're making coconut curry chicken today, which is also linked in the description. Go ahead.
The charity is Give Directly, it's called.
Yes.
It donates to, I believe, Kenya and Uganda, just underprivileged areas. 91% of proceeds actually make it there. So
that's awesome. And then we're going to start cooking at 10 minutes, so like 1:10. So if you're here later, you can skip ahead if you just want to cook along. So I think we already got a donation.
One sec, we're getting there. Occupy them while I get this under control.
What else? So also in the description is our coaching service. Now we have Crystal Love. She's an incredible human being. And she offers coaching services, so she's brought on and she does consultations. So if you just have a lot of questions and you don't want actual coaching, that could be a good option for you. She'll, have a Skype call with you or video chat with you for like an hour or so. So hello everyone. My mom just joined. Hi Mom on Facebook. My mom's an avid follower of ketoconnect. Thanks for the Kung Pao chicken recipe. Yes, so Kung Pao chicken recipe went live today. So did our podcast with Dr. Ken Berry. Mm-hmm. And then...
Yeah, you guys know Dr. Ken Berry from YouTube? We have a podcast with him. Came out today. Really good. We talked about his book, Lies My Doctor Told Me.
Yes.
And yeah, we talked about like vitamin D supplementation and how we do all these weird things that don't make sense. Like we put sunscreen all over our bodies when we go out in the sun. Which if you think like for the past,
Well, he said burning's bad.
Burning, yeah.
But like tanning, if you're able to tan, then that's not as harmful as we've portrayed it.
Someone said I'm looking like a snack.
Wait, which one?
With 2 C's.
Me?
No, me, said Matt. Sharon Thuman donated $5.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Someone said they assume this will be like butter chicken with coconut milk. So yes, but also, yeah, it's such a different flavor, right?
Is there cinnamon in the butter chicken recipe?
Might be a little bit, yeah. Because Indian cooking generally has cinnamon.
Yeah, guys, if you're making curries without cinnamon, try adding a little pinch in there. For me, it's totally a game changer. I love it.
Yeah. Indians use cinnamon sticks, actually, but that's a lot harder.
Super Chat lets you donate on iOS now. Oh, that's
yay.
great. We started watching last night that movie, Disaster Movie.
Disaster Artist.
Disaster Artist.
I was really enjoying it, but Matt got tired. Did you like it though?
It was okay. I wouldn't
It
like
made me
strongly recommend
so uncomfortable. Like at times I couldn't watch it. Because James Franco's acting is just so, it made me like anxious.
it. Yeah.
It was so bad. But I haven't seen the actual movie, which is apparently really bad too.
Yeah, guys, we also have that Kung Pao chicken recipe that just came out on our YouTube. It's a recipe video.
And last week we had 2 podcasts. So we had our Sunday one, but then our Thursday was our low carb Breckenridge takeaways, which is a really good one if you haven't listened to it. It's just Matt and I. So listen to that, and then also Ken Berry today.
I was happy to hear so many of you guys like the 10 takeaways because it's more like sciencey than we normally get, but it's cool to see that you guys liked it.
And so all the people all the points we talked about were speeches given by researchers, scientists, engineers, and we're hoping to have a lot of those people on our podcast. So keep an eye out for that. Ben Bickman, Dave Feldman.
Hi from the mountains of North Carolina.
Hello. Does your cookbook have meal plans? For example, weeks with all the macros.
Yes. So here's what I did for the meal plan. So you guys have probably, if you've ordered a keto cookbook before, it's mainly made by like a mom food blogger who, maybe isn't as into keto.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. But like, is that a person you want to be getting like a keto meal plan from? And then I looked at all those meal plans and I'm like, it's just like really basic and it doesn't really add value. It's basically just a checkbox. Like, yeah, my book has meal plans in it. So what I thought would be a good route to go is, it's not exact macros, but it's 6 different meal plans, 1-week meal plans, giving you different perspectives on a keto diet. So like it has my 1-week meal plan, Mega's 1-week meal plan.
Someone who does more like lower carb.
Vegetarian keto meal plan. It has basic Brenda. I named them all like funny names.
Someone who likes sweets.
Yeah, someone who needs sweets every day. So there's like a dessert every day meal plan. And then there's a 2 meal a day meal plan and a lower carb meal plan. So just like nothing like do this exactly, but just a lot of, because I don't think you should be just following something exactly. It should all be like, taking a little piece of different things along the way and figuring out what really works. So that's what I was going for.
And so yes, meal plans it is.
Kindle version of the cookbook, I don't know yet. I think probably at some point.
I don't know. Is that automatic? Because I feel like a lot of things when you put a book on Amazon, it's up to Amazon, not us. And not even our publisher. So I think Amazon dictates if it'll be Kindle version or not.
Yeah, we honestly have remarkably little control over like the price of our book and like any of this stuff. So we know basically as much as you. Yeah. Have you all tried Thrive Market? They contacted us to do like a sponsored thing, and we looked into it, and there was maybe like 6 or 7 things, but it wasn't enough to justify like telling you guys about it and saying go get it because there's not enough keto options from it. What's 12:07? So we'll start soon. We got chicken breast actually we're doing instead of thighs. The chicken breast was on sale.
Yeah, but thighs work great. You could probably do like any meat really. But yeah, we have breasts, you can use thighs. So also, if you are cooking along right now, put your can of coconut milk in the freezer.
Oh, we should get ours out. It's been in there for like 10 minutes.
Okay. Put yours in the freezer.
And also for the cookbook, the price is gonna like go down the more people pre-order, but any price you order it at, you get it for the lowest price when all is said and done. So you're not like locked into the price that you actually order it for. Tammy George, $25 donation to Give Directly. Love you guys. Love Julius and Miley too. Down 61 pounds.
Wow, congratulations, Tammy.
Ordered your cookbook yesterday. It helps to immerse yourself in all things keto. I agree. Just really like getting into it. Creating maybe social media accounts where you associate with other people. Like Instagram, I was never a social media person before we started ketoconnect, but I definitely see the value of having an Instagram thing where you share your meals, you just kind of chat with other people doing keto, kind of facing the same struggles.
I'm actually not wearing lip gloss. I'm wearing Vaseline. on my lips, which is great, right?
Yeah.
It looks like lip gloss, but it's cheaper and it's more like Matt wears it from time to time when he has dry lips. Vaseline is great, guys.
Maybe you could partner with Thrive Market and help them create a keto shopping lift that they could support all us ketoers.
So my thing with Thrive is like I'm not a fan of subscription grocery stores because I just go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like we just shop on Amazon a lot, and we find that to be good. But maybe that could be cool.
We'll look into it. Maybe they've upped their products because when we looked at it, there weren't a ton of keto options, so it didn't seem like a great fit.
I saw cauliflower rice prepackaged, but it was 2 grams of sugar. Should I stay away from it? I think that was probably naturally occurring sugar. Just check the ingredients label and see if they add additional sugar. What you really want to stay away from is added sugar. Because, Veggies, I guess just Veggies, and even like dairy has naturally occurring sugar in it.
But Russell Stover's do not have naturally occurring sugar.
You want to get started?
Sure.
Show them the pan we're going to use. And guys, we're going to actually cook it on the stove because we have an induction burner, but it's too loud for the audio for this.
So we're using what is this called? A Dutch oven. You can just use a pot, but we recommend something like deep.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be putting coconut milk and chicken broth in it and allowing it to cook down. So this is what we're using. It doesn't have to be a Dutch oven though. I am going to start so remember your coconut milk should be in the freezer at this point. It'll be in there for like 5-6 minutes and then you can pull it out. We got a white onion here, so any onion. Do you think I should list the ingredients first or just go for it?
The recipe link is in the description of our live right now, so just grab that.
Okay, so this is a small onion. So do a quarter of a large onion, but I'm going to do half of this small onion. I'm going to chop it up small pieces.
Super confused, just started blood monitoring and my ketones aren't near as high as I'd expect, under 0.5 even after a 16-hour fast. Yeah, that could just be your body kind of adjusting to things.
How long have you been on keto, right?
Yeah, there's that too. So, I mean, not that the goal is to have super high ketones, but the recipe for high ketones is sort of like, it's about reducing carbs. It's also about increasing fat. Fat makes ketones. So if you do really high fat diet, you're going to produce more ketones. And then being in a little bit of a calorie deficit, just lately we found that our ketones have gotten a lot higher. So that recipe, those 3 things really get you high ketones if that's something that you're shooting for. But, if you're shooting for weight loss, high ketones isn't necessarily a part of that.
Sometimes onions make me cry, sometimes they don't at all.
So Mega's just like chopping up an onion right now. Oh man. Okay, there we go. And we got 2 donations, $20 from Brooks Cheryl. Love your recipes, thank you. Glad you're liking them. And Brittany Brooks. Brooks is in both names. Thanks for all the great recipes. Love watching you guys.
Okay. I chopped my onion up and I put it in a small bowl, setting it aside. And now I am going to bring my chicken, thighs or breast, whatever you have, to the cutting board. And I'm going to pat them dry and then cut them into 1-inch or bite-sized chunks, however big or small you want.
Are you completely dairy-free? No, we're not at all.
I am.
This recipe, Mega has been, yeah.
Yeah.
This recipe is just dairy-free, so... Using coconut milk. You can also use heavy cream instead if you want. Just won't be quite as coconutty flavored. The donations for today are going to Give Directly, which is a charity that supports Kenya and Uganda, just underprivileged villages in Africa. 91% of donations actually make it to their destination. I'm drinking a little bit of an electrolyte drink here. It's about 400 milligrams potassium, and I added some salt to it. And the one I've been using lately, I actually picked up some of this right here. It's 400 milligrams potassium. It's about $23 on Amazon. And then Mega's cutting the chicken.
Bite-sized chunks, guys.
So that's about the size she's going for. Andreas Truillo donated 25 bucks. Thanks for all the videos and recipes.
Thank you.
How do we find out in advance what you'll be cooking? Okay guys, let us know what the best way of letting you know what we'll be cooking is. Here's what we've been doing lately. I post it on Instagram, I post it in YouTube as a text post, and I link to the recipe. I don't know, you only see those on mobile, I think though. That's really the only way I know of doing it. We can post it on Facebook too.
Also, this is a pound of chicken. I forgot to mention. So pound is what we're using here. And now my chicken is all cut up. It's good to go.
You preheating the pan?
No, I'm about to do that.
Okay.
Now I'm going to preheat the pan to medium-high heat. Add 2.5 tablespoons of coconut oil. You can also use ghee. Those are probably your two best options, ghee or coconut oil, to your medium-high heated pan.
Robert Brown donated $10.
Thank you.
91% is really good for donations. Go Phillies.
Woo! Go Phillies!
Oh yeah, guys, sign up for the YouTube notifications. That might be another way to get those text posts. There's a little bell on our YouTube page that you can click to get notified when we go live or anything. Any suggestions for someone just starting the keto diet, and where can I order your cookbook, please? Cookbook pre-order link is the first link in the description here. And suggestions for someone just starting. I think the biggest one is just kind of to have a long-term mindset, to not really get overwhelmed with, because it's very different from any diet you've probably done before. It's the exact opposite of the standard American diet, basically. So just kind of understand, it's going to be a process. It's going to take some time. Don't feel like you have to get it all right away. Just do like the majority of things right. Keep carbs low. Make a conscious effort to add in a little bit of fat, and you know, adjust every day as you go. Just keep getting better and better. Can you make a short YouTube video a couple of days before live telling us what you're making? See, I don't know. We value the publishing of YouTube videos. I don't like making YouTube videos that don't add value to people's lives, so we don't really do that.
Any other social media though? So I'll start doing Twitter too. And have we been doing Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, so YouTube text post, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter will all tell you what we're making. What about olive oil? So olive oil is definitely a good cooking option, but it doesn't cook well at really high temperatures. And then also this is a coconut curry, so ghee's neutral, and then coconut is good because it gives the coconut flavor. But if you have olive oil, that'll work, right?
It's fine. I mean, I don't really like cooking with olive oil. It oxidizes with heat. So like coconut oil is pretty good up to about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Ghee, I think it may be even a little higher than that.
Yeah.
Olive oil is like much lower, and it's just, yeah, it's more of like, I use it in cold preparations. Do you have day jobs? Yep, you're looking at it, buddy.
You're looking at it. It's Sunday. Right now this is working.
It is day and night. Kid Cudi. Mega, you are my girl crush.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell them what we're going to do here.
Okay.
What do we got?
So the pan is heating. Then I'm just going to add the chicken in. I'm going to cook it like 70% the way through.
Get a nice sear on it, kind of?
Yeah. Cook it most of the way because it's going to simmer in the Dutch oven for about 30 minutes anyway, so it'll cook by the end of the entire process. So cook it half to 70% the way through. I'm gonna add my chicken now. So your coconut oil's heated.
Okay, I'm gonna try to give Facebook a little bit of a view, but it's gonna be tough. We'll improve our live streaming game as we progress here over the next few months, guys. We got some donations here. We got $10 from Ken Drab. Pre-order the book. After suffering stomach issues for decades, keto has changed my life. The information and way you present everything is awesome. Thank you both.
Okay.
One more. $5 from Geronimo Venti. Thoughts on hair loss? Got off keto for now, hoping that nutrient and calorie deficits were the cause for recent hair loss, biotin, silica, etc. I need to look more into it. I think a lot of it, there's a few things. Like a lot of people that start keto, they have the appetite suppression, so they are eating in a severe calorie deficit, which can lead to hair loss. Like hair loss is a symptom of
stress,
a huge calorie deficit and stress, and also potentially vitamin deficiencies, like you said.
And then biotin, is that what you said you started taking? Because I took that for years. And it helped a lot with my hair, skin, and nails. It's definitely a supplement that I recommend. I no longer take it, but it's a good option if you are stressing about the hair loss.
And then $8 from Sorry C3.
Thank you.
Can't stay and cook today. I need to get out in the sun. We haven't had much lately. How does this reheat for lunch for the week? That's actually what we're doing.
Amazing.
We're making, how much? A pound?
A pound.
So I like to have 4 ounces per serving, but yeah, you can reheat this for like 5 to 7 days. It's perfect.
It'll be great. Okay, so just real quickly, the chicken is cooking. I said like it's almost partially cooked through. So then I'm gonna add in my onions, and I'm going to be doing minced garlic instead of cloves. But if you're doing cloves, I do 1 teaspoon of minced garlic per clove. That's the ratio I go for. And then ginger, fresh ginger is also called for. So you can do fresh ginger, a teaspoon of it, or you can do ground ginger for convenience. I'm going to do a teaspoon of ground ginger for convenience. And so I will add in the onion first, let that cook down a bit, and then I'll show you adding in the spices, which is also cinnamon, curry powder.
Just the onion for now?
Yeah. You can tell it's still a little raw. That in. Okay. Whoop. We're going to cook that for a couple more minutes and let the onion get tender.
Do you guys drink bone broth? We do sometimes. It's not like a regular habit of ours. Any suggestions for nights out? I managed to stay on track with food, but beers are hard to give up. Beer is pretty hard to give up. I would just like switch to vodka diet sodas, maybe wine, things like that. You gotta switch up from beer basically if you want to make it work. But also, you know, once a week, if that's what's sustainable for you, you have beers, that's cool too. Does bone broth drink you? That's a good question.
Mega, have you noticed any difference in water retention, like in your ankles from giving up dairy? So I gave up dairy because I'm doing the autoimmune protocol. I have psoriasis, so I have noticed I have noticed a benefit in my psoriasis slightly. So I'm gonna say that speaks to the inflammation. So less dairy, less inflammation. So I feel like it could definitely help with any water retention, like edema in the ankles and stuff, for sure.
Beer, what about Michelob Ultra?
Ew.
The thing is, if you like beer, you probably don't like Michelob Ultra. So, yeah, I mean, Michelob Ultra it's actually the best beer for keto, carb-wise, I think.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna add in the garlic, 3 teaspoons, and then I'm going to add in the curry powder, the ground cinnamon, the salt, and that's it. So I'm gonna do that real quickly.
No more goat cheese, Mega? No, Mega is actually still doing dairy from goat and sheep.
Raw sheep's milk. So we got the garlic going. I'm sorry, Facebook, I know you can't see me well. Okay. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon ground ginger.
And guys, I would never actually drink this Taster's Choice coffee right here. It's for experimenting for recipes.
Half a teaspoon cinnamon.
I have too much pride in my coffee.
1 tablespoon curry powder. Turn your heat down to medium. Turn your heat down to medium, guys. Half a teaspoon pink salt. And mix. If you guys are cooking along, let us know. I'll make sure Matt reads out all the comments. I want to know. Oh my God, it smells so good. I could eat this by itself. Okay, so your heat is on medium now. We're gonna let it cook for, I want to say 1 minute. I want the spices to toast a little, the fragrance to come out. And then we'll just add our chicken broth and the coconut milk. So if your coconut milk's still in the freezer, you can pull it out at this point and set it aside. Okay.
Are we still going with this?
Yeah, I guess we'll just wait, right? So what else?
Can you repeat the spice amounts?
Sure. 1 tablespoon curry powder, 1 teaspoon ginger, 3 teaspoons, I used minced garlic, or you could use 3 cloves, half a teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon ground cinnamon. And then your onions in there, your chicken's in there. And then I go a little light on the salt right now because it's gonna cook down and reduce. And you can always add salt at the end. You don't want to go heavy on the salt and then have a salty dish. Okay.
And then guys, take your coconut milk out of the freezer too.
So now we're going to add that. We're going to add the entire can of coconut milk from here. I'll show you what it looks like.
We got a $5 donation from Shane McNamara. You two rock. I don't know what's better, your personalities or your recipes.
Oh, thank you. I hope it's our personalities, though.
Go ahead.
So, it's pretty rock hard. You can see it. So you're going to scoop out a little side, and then in the bottom there will be all the water, and you can just pour out the water.
People get mad at us for pouring out the water and wasting food, but it's just sugar.
Yeah, that's all the sugar. And then you still have all of the coconut cream right there. This is a really good trick. And then we're just going to add it. Add all of it. And then 1 cup of chicken broth. You can use any broth you have at home, if you have beef, vegetable, whatever works for you.
Yeah, a lot of people also say you can just buy coconut cream, but I've bought coconut cream and it's the exact same as coconut milk in my experience.
Yeah, I've had the same exact experience.
It still has water in it.
So either works, yeah. And then just stir it so you incorporate everything. And then you're gonna let this cook, I'm gonna say...
Like a half hour, I think.
Yeah, 30 minutes, we're gonna let it...
Covered? Covered for like 20 and then uncovered to reduce for a little while?
We'll do that. So put it on like medium, I would say, right?
Yeah, medium.
Medium, low, and then cover it 20 minutes, and then we'll be back to talk about it.
Okay, catching up on donations. We appreciate it, guys. It's going to Give Directly, helping Kenya and Uganda underprivileged villages. 91 cents on the dollar actually makes it to them. Geronimo Venti, $15. Thank you. Love you guys. Hoping my condition is what is called telogen effluvian Which life trauma and crash diets are the most common listed causes? Metabolic stressors, etc., deficiencies. Yeah, we really underestimate how much our dieting history and stuff plays into our current, ability to lose weight, ability to just like overall be healthy. Two people can be like the exact same size and weight and have totally different metabolisms just based on their history of dieting.
Yeah.
MG donated $5. You guys motivate me to keep going. 3 weeks into keto,
Yay.
the recipes help me and my BF. I just miss Mexican food. Going to try your tortilla recipe.
Ooh, try our Mexican shredded chicken. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, try that one for meal prep.
Super good. Can I replace the broth with beer? That is a great question. No.
You probably could. I don't know how good it would be though.
Oh, that's Ron Gatke.
Oh, it is?
Hey, Uncle Ron.
Uncle Ron! How's it going? You can replace the chicken with freshly killed duck breast though.
Oh, he does make a mean duck.
I keep myself motivated by watching your videos every day. Thank you. $5 from Adele Tremble. Juck roll, $5. No comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Juck Roll.
Is it better to stick with macro, percentage, or grams? Lately, I haven't been that hungry until I watch your videos, so I haven't been eating all my macro grams. So assuming you have your minimum protein requirements met, then I would say percentages. Right? So make sure you hit your protein gram minimum, and then after that, I would just keep the percentage kind of good.
Yeah.
A lot of people asking what coffee I drink. I like Don Pablo brand.
He thinks he's like a coffee connoisseur, but he's not really.
Lately, I've been doing Starbucks Veranda, like blonde roast.
Yeah, he grinds his own, and I just do teas. I'm a softie.
How do you deal with Keto Bad Breath?
You can do gum.
Yeah, you can do gum.
It'll like dissipate right after a while. It goes away.
Yeah, I think it's more of a transient state where like your body, when you're first getting a little bit acclimated, that can happen. I love Mega throwing shade on Matt's coffee game. She does that a lot.
Well, his pour over. So Neha switched grocery. What did she say? Like the
Fancy coffee?
Yeah, but she said like a douchey coffee or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's funny. I heard you can't absorb more than 20 grams of protein in one meal. Is that correct? No, that's not correct.
That's been debunked thoroughly. Just do a basic Google search on that one. Good question, Matt. How are the Easter peanut butter eggs coming? I haven't even begun work on that yet, but I do want to because those are just so delicious. Is there anything better than those Easter peanut butter eggs?
I've never had one.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't celebrate Easter growing up, guys. I'm an Indian.
Easter is underrated in the amount of good desserts, like just packaged desserts. The candy companies nailed it for Easter.
The big chocolate bunnies, I feel like that's so stupid.
Yeah, those are bad. Those are the bad ones. Really... But Cadbury eggs, Snickers eggs, Reese's peanut butter eggs, even those Peeps, like I'll eat a Peep or two.
Gross. Peeps are the worst.
Yeah, they really nailed it for Easter.
Are you presenting at KetoCon? No, we are not. We're just attending to have some fun and hang out and meet you guys and vlog.
You know what? This year we're attending. Next year, I think we're gonna make some things happen. We might even have a booth next year, guys. We can hang out. It'll be great.
How is the milk chocolate recipe coming? We have so much. Yeah, it's not coming along right now. But the dark chocolate doesn't taste dark. It's like very sweet. It's still really good. Definitely give that a try.
Anyone who's prepping along with us, let us know how it's going. Are you behind? Or you caught back up? I know a few of you said you were a little behind. Cadbury eggs, try to make those keto at some point. That's just so tough because I think there's like some orange flavor in it or something, and it's just how they make the middle.
Wait, is it like filled with cream inside?
Yeah, that cream is unattainable.
What do? You just bite into it and the cream just spills?
No. This is how you eat a Cadbury egg. You slowly eat around the edges until you're only left with the cream in your hand, and it's like melting down, and you just eat that, and that's like the most delicious bite of food you'll ever have.
You are probably the only person who does that.
Guys, should I stop keto at some point in life? It's really up to you. Yeah, it's like up to you. There's no set thing that you have to do. I would say like if you're liking keto, but you want to make it more like socially sustainable. Maybe like add in certain things, do kind of keto. You can do whatever you want.
The cookbook will be out on May 15th, just a reminder if people are wondering. Will I gain weight if I stop keto? Well, what are you going to start eating is the question. If you start eating Cadbury eggs and, cake and donuts like you did, then yes, you will gain weight.
Matt is the only person that eats a cream egg that way. Really? I was expecting
That's
all of you.
Yeah.
I was expecting everyone to be like, oh, that's what I do.
I caught up. I was behind. Next time I will have everything measured out. Sorry. I should have given everyone some time, but glad you're up to speed.
Maybe in the initial 10 minutes next time we can kind of
We'll
go
just
over
talk
it.
about, yeah.
Yeah. You're not alone. There it is. Perfect.
Ooh, I can smell the chicken.
Any new Fat Bomb recipes coming out? We're working on a Fat Bomb cookbook, which I'm excited about. We're trying to get like 30 or 40 recipes in it.
I tried your bread loaf yesterday for St. Patrick's Day. It was amazing. That's great. Some green food coloring. We'll make it green. Would love to see a podcast with an endurance athlete. Yeah, who would be good for that?
Endurance athlete. Someone just tagged us on Instagram a bunch. He completed the Seoul Marathon
Oh, yeah.
in 4 hours and 30 minutes. Nothing consumed during the 26-mile race other than water. And he was doing a keto diet. Pretty impressive, because the people that do marathons on carbs, they have all those gel packs that they're like popping every 30 minutes. He didn't have to do any of that, and he did it in 4 hours and 30 minutes, which is extremely fast. Okay. What do we got here? I love cream eggs, so does everyone.
What's a good keto snack? Let's think of something outside of the box. What is a good keto snack?
Keto snack. Out of the box?
Other than hard-boiled eggs, you mean? Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. Or like processed keto bars is a good option.
Like nuts, you can make a nut medley of some kind.
A mug cake.
Oh, those are good. If you're at home, yeah. On keto, fruit isn't the go-to, so eating fruit is bad? LOL, I miss fruit already. Yeah, I don't eat fruit, but you can work a little bit of berries in if you want. But I guess it comes down to like, why do you miss fruit? What do you miss about it? Do you miss that it's sweet and sugary and delicious? Because I miss cake too.
Homemade jerky. Yeah, we do have a really good homemade jerky recipe on our food blog.
It's time sensitive. If you dry it out really well, it's not as time sensitive. You mean it takes a long time to make, maybe?
Yeah. Matt and Mega, Reader's Digest had your recipe as on their list. So,
oh.
Yeah, I pinned it on Twitter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
Reader's Digest? That's like a big publication,
That's a
right?
big publication.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maureen McClurg, $10.
Thank you.
Thank you for the recipes and the entertainment. Love y'all. Keep spreading the light.
Is there anything we could do to be more entertaining?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
But I like that you say keep spreading the light, because it is really important to spread the light. Because I realized after the low carb Breckenridge thing, there's people that are just like newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes that, they go online and they do their standard, like, what do I do now? I have type 2 diabetes. And keto is not really at the forefront of diabetes treatment, which it should be. It's imperative that it is. We're not doctors. But it's important to, if you get diagnosed with these things, to at least make it, mainstream to where people see this as an option.
Yeah. How's the chicken going? My boyfriend and I made it the other day and it didn't thicken. So if you want anything...
Reduce it.
Yeah, if you want anything to thicken, you reduce it. So after 20 minutes, we're going to take the lid off and we're going to cook it down for another 10 or 15 minutes. You can go as long as you want, depending on how thick you want your curry to be.
You put cinnamon in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so the whole key, if it's not reducing, there's two options. You just turn it up on high, let the water evaporate, or you can even do a little bit of xanthan gum.
Mm-hmm. Do a couples video. You guys are so cute. We do want to do like dating advice. That would be so fun.
Yeah. Maybe we'll take a shot at one of those.
I love matcha. Can I still enjoy it while keto? Yeah, you can enjoy it.
Do the wrap you promised us.
I
We're
know.
still promising it to you. It's just we got stuff going on for the next couple weeks, but we'll work on it soon. Do you guys put emphasis on meat quality when grocery shopping? Grass-fed, grass-finished, free-range, wild-caught? Yeah, a little bit. Mega says she wants to more.
Yeah. after this cut. I mean, if I'm going to start incorporating more vegetables and different meats, I mean, if you can afford it, at least, if you can afford to shop at farmer's market or be a part of a CSA or something, it could be cool to do, right? It could be a...
Don't feel like you have to, though.
But it's been a dream of ours, right? To like own a part of a cow and then like get it every month or year or however it works.
It's not really that lofty of a dream. We should just do it.
I know. So
we don't have a freezer is one thing.
Yeah.
But we always buy like the pasture raised eggs. We try to get grass or what's it called? Organic chicken as much as possible. The one thing I will get though is they never have high fat grass fed ground beef. Like the highest you'll find is 80/20, and lately I've just been getting the conventional 73/27, which is delicious.
Hi to you wonderful people. How do I find your podcast? Our podcast is Keto for Normies. Just Google it, and you'll find it.
Pito donates $5. Thanks for the response. Love you guys. #cowshare.
What are you drinking and why? Don't you get into keto by eating? We're drinking water. But yeah, you can
you get into keto by not eating.
Carbs.
Yeah.
But I think they mean like ketone, BHB salts.
Yeah.
So you don't need exogenous ketones, but just having a keto diet will allow you to achieve keto success. And then a lot of people are asking about the cookbook. It's linked in the description. You can pre-order on Amazon. Keto Made Easy.
How often to use fat bombs? I stopped losing weight when I use fat bombs. So it's really up to you. The benefit of using fat bombs is eating a keto macro nutrient ratio is pretty counterintuitive to anyone who's grown up in the United States for the past 40 years, because we have a low-fat culture, right? So doing keto, the number one issue with people starting is they just take away the carbs, they add protein, they don't necessarily add a lot of fat. So fat bombs, in that example, are perfect. It's just an easy way. It tastes delicious. Add fat to your diet. But if you're already like doing keto pretty well and you have your macros down and then you add fat bombs additionally, that's just like adding calories. So that doesn't make as much sense. But I like to have it for dessert as opposed to like a keto baked good every once in a while, just because it's more nutritious in general.
Hey Megan, where in India are you from? So my dad is from Mumbai, and then my mom is from Bangalore, so I'm half North Indian, I'm half South Indian. Yeah.
Hi guys, love you, but $35 for the book? I think it's only $22 right now.
And if the price is going to keep dropping until May 15th, and then you'll get it for the lowest price if you pre-order on Amazon.
But we don't control the pricing of the book, unfortunately.
And we also put we put more than $35 worth of work into that book.
Veggies once a day to speed the process. I don't know how that would speed the process. Veggies is mostly about figuring out what works really well for you.
Speed the process of what? Keto?
Yeah, I guess.
You mean as like certain veggies, like broccoli and cauliflower is better than potatoes, that could help like keep your carbs low. Keeping your carbs low is the whole name of the game.
Do you speak Hindi/Urdu?
I don't speak Hindi like fluently. I can understand it, but yeah, I speak Gujarati.
Is Urdu an Indian language?
Yeah, I mean it's so Muslims speak Urdu.
Okay, like Pakistan. What do they speak? Urdu. I love you guys. Thank you. Is cellular? I think it's Cellucor C4 keto friendly pre-workout. I would say probably not. I haven't looked at it specifically, but most of the big ones, like C4. What are the other big ones? There's like a bunch of big ones. All of those pretty much contain maltodextrin or dextrose. I would look for like a full disclosure pre-workout. One that I think is good, I've never actually tried it, but I've looked at the ingredients and it's real solid, is Sanctus Nutrition. It's all natural and there's no hidden ingredients.
Congrats on the book for so many recipes. The price is right. Hate is gonna hate. Thank you. Maltodextrin. My wife insists on having it. Your opinion, please.
Insists on having it?
Does she insist on having it in like...
She just pounded maltodextrin powder?
Like Splenda or like a water enhancer or something. In small doses, it's not terrible if you're tracking it.
Yeah, what's the context? Like, we eat dextrose regularly because it's in some of the sausages we buy, but it's small amounts. Like, if she's buying powdered maltodextrin and just slamming quarter cups every day, that's
maybe keto's
bad
not right
keto.
for her.
Yeah. Yeah. And also just get her into like a maltodextrin treatment center too. Rebecca Mueller, $10 donation.
Thank you.
I've been following you since the start of my keto journey. Thank you for your passion and enthusiasm. Keep the tasty recipes coming.
Oh, they coming.
Just ordered the book. It's $22.01.
Yay.
Thoughts on milk thistle? I've actually been dosing Mega with milk thistle.
For my
That
skin.
is a hard word to say, milk thistle.
For someone with the list.
Yeah.
Milk thistle.
Yeah, trying to help her with her autoimmune psoriasis type stuff. So.
When you did the sugar test, was the xylitol corn or birch?
It was corn.
So we'll have to do birch.
A lot of people have actually messaged us that we should try the non-GMO birch, although I think like xylitol is a chemical compound, and no matter how it's derived, I think it's the same, but I could be wrong.
We'll try it with birch for sure. When we're off this cut, we have a lot of testing to do.
When will you guys go live again? We're going live almost every Sunday. There's going to be some days we can't do it, but Sunday cook-alongs.
You're living in the future, man. We're live right now.
I know.
If a person doesn't work out, is keto diet still good for long-term weight loss?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, diet and exercise are modular. So a lot of people are like, what's a good workout for keto? Same thing as, just what you enjoy.
Non-keto, yeah.
It's the same. Michelle Fredericks, $10.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping me on my keto journey. Y'all rock.
Keep killing it.
You want to check on it?
Sure, 4 minutes?
Oh, you got 4 minutes left?
Yeah. Let's take a peek, see? Sorry, Facebook.
Okay, yeah, you should uncover that and let it reduce.
Yeah.
So see how watery it is right now?
But it will reduce pretty quickly. So we are turning the heat up. We're gonna go medium high and let that reduce until it gets to the thickening of your liking.
And I like mine thick.
Like he likes his cats. Miley's pretty thick.
Keto Vietnamese food. Yeah, what's a good Vietnamese dish? Like banh mi? We could do like a banh mi bowl type of thing. What do they, I guess like pho? That's Vietnamese?
Yeah, that is Vietnamese.
Danica Hofstetler.
Thank
$15.
you.
Thanks for all you do.
So you guys allow for dextrose? Because I've been wondering about that. Do I need to avoid packaged meats? I'm not a domestic person, so I was sad to see dextrose was in those meats.
Yeah, people have different takes on this, and honestly, it's about what you want to do. How we do keto is we track carbs regardless of where they come from. Sugars, dextrose. It's on the label. It's not like people say hidden carbs. Dextrose, if you have above 1 gram of dextrose, it's going to be listed as 1 gram of carbs. So we just count that into, you dropped that. So we just count that into our daily carb intake, and that's fine. But some people will tell you that dextrose is not keto, and eating anything with dextrose in it makes you, a bastion of evil. But
Yeah,
do it whatever way you want.
So another example is our Kung Pao chicken today. We got a couple comments where people are like, so this isn't keto because there's soy sauce in it. And so, no, that's not how we feel about it. We're not opposed to eating soy. I think that's less of a keto thing and more of like a personal health stance. Do you want to take in soy or not? You could use coconut aminos. There are other options if you don't want to do soy sauce.
It's more of a virtue signaling thing. People want to tell you how strict they are with their diet and how awesome they are.
But remember this, above all, no one cares.
What are the best veggies for keto?
Broccoli is great. Cauliflower is great. Veggies.
I like to just look for like the most micros for the least amount of carbs, micronutrients. So like spinach, collard greens, things like that are great.
But
broccoli.
asparagus is a good option if you're not worried about that. Brussels sprouts, you can really fit whatever you want.
Really just anything you enjoy
Yeah.
that fits into your carb intake. Is sucralose bad? It's definitely not the most optimal. I would say stevia, monk fruit, erythritol are all better than sucralose. Sucralose would probably be like number 4 though. You're probably going to have the least amount of problems with it. Speaking with some people at Low Carb Breckenridge, they even said, yeah, I've seen like thousands of patients and no one really has issues with sucralose. So I eat it pretty regularly.
So as you're reducing, you want to be stirring it. And I actually turned my heat down to medium at this point because it is reducing pretty quickly. So be sure to check on yours.
Thoughts on coconut sugar? Coconut sugar is not good for keto because it's just sugar. It's a lower glycemic version of sugar that's derived from coconut, but it still is sugar. So you can see how it's reducing.
This is actually a really good consistency if you're going to eat it over cauliflower rice, if you're going to eat it with some low carb naan, which we have on our food blog. But if you're just eating it plain, a little thicker could be good. We'll do a couple more, maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we'll turn the heat off.
What's a good rice substitute that's not cauliflower?
Miracle rice is a good option. You could do like, people have done like grated zucchini, or you can do zucchini noodles if you want something. But yeah, I feel like cauliflower is your best bet in terms of absorption. Like if you want something to pick up the curry.
CCB just donated $14.
Thank you.
Love you guys. I have a high amount of body fat to lose. I'm confused on how much fat I should eat. Should I eat less fat so my body uses stored fat? Any suggestion, tips, or resources for me? I would say no. You don't need to eat less fat. You need to eat less calories, but maybe in the same macro ratio.
I'm going to turn the heat off real quickly.
It's hard answering questions like this. Okay.
We're done. Good
We're
to
done?
go. Yeah.
Tell them the consistency. So that's pretty thick.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Facebook. I'll put some in a bowl and show you.
So for eating less fat to lose more body fat, my opinion on it is no, you just want to eat less calories and keep the macros kind of the same. Maybe slightly less fat in relation to protein, but pretty much just keep it keto. Worry about your total food intake. Oh, do I need to try it?
Yeah. Looks good, right? It's pretty thick.
Yeah, you can definitely add veggies to the curry, but what I like to do when we're making it for meal prep is not add anything that's going to get like soggy.
You can add in broccoli later
Yeah.
and then microwave it. That'll be a really good option.
Exactly. Do you limit your tomatoes? For sure. We limit everything. I mean, there's nothing that has no limits. There's no free foods. There's no free veggies. Everything counts. Here we go, guys. I love the cinnamon flavor in this. And if I was making this, I would like double or triple the amount of cinnamon. So here we go. That's pretty good.
Pretty good or really good?
It's actually very good.
It's hard to not eat more though, right?
I know. I love coconut curry. This is actually a recipe that we have in our meal prep course if you guys want to check that out.
And on our food blog, ketoconnect.net, obviously.
Yeah. Really good. Great over some cauliflower rice. What else would it be great with?
The low carb naan.
Low carb naan. Well, what else? What's like something different?
It could be good on a salad, right?
Yeah, you like doing weird stuff like this on salads. I don't like doing.
Well, it's like putting chicken salad on salad.
Oh, it would really be good in like a egg roll in a bowl type of thing, like some cabbage.
Making Kung Pao from this morning's post. Yay! Kung Pao is so good.
Who makes those cute joggers? The sweatpants? These are Roots. We love this company. It's
Yeah,
expensive.
It's Canadian.
I think the pair of sweatpants is what, like $60 maybe?
Yeah.
But quality.
At least.
It's lasted us a long time. I'd recommend it. Put it on wilted spinach.
Ooh, that would be really good. Even some collards could be really good.
Need a sugar-free pina colada.
We could do that.
So pina colada is pineapple and coconut, right?
Pineapple extract.
Would this work as an egg curry? I need to use up some boiled eggs. Yes, it would.
It would be great.
But I would make the sauce first because the eggs you can't cook for this long. But we also have a spicy Thai egg curry recipe.
It's not Thai, it's Indian.
This recipe?
No, we have a spicy Indian curry
Oh,
recipe on our
spicy Indian curry recipe.
on
Egg
our
curry.
food-
Egg curry.
on our food blog.
Yeah.
It's one of our first recipes. Matt actually made it, which is funny because he's not Indian.
You look slimmer, Mega.
Thank you. I'm on a cut, so I'm working. Being at a deficit's a little rough. Where are the fur babies? They are passed out
Where's Julius?
over there. See his legs?
Oh, yeah.
He's sleeping.
So if you guys are cooking along at home, let us know how it turned out for you.
Yeah.
Looking good, girl.
Thank you.
It could be good on wrap form using the tortilla recipe.
Yeah.
That would be
that
really
would be
good.
really good.
Actually, I would prefer the naan. We have a naan recipe, which is like an Indian flatbread. That's really good.
What else, guys? Could you fast on a cut with more success?
No.
Yeah.
With more success? Well, I mean, the idea
Like,
for
could
this.
you fast with more success, or would you lose weight with more success? I guess I'm confused by the question.
Yeah, what is success? Success, I guess, would be fat loss.
Okay, not easier to fast because it's easy to fast when you're at a caloric deficit because you just want to eat one meal. So you're eating in like a 2-hour window. So your fasting would be a lot longer. It's not, but when
It's just counter to what the whole process is, because the process is continual adaptation. So you're slowly tapering down your macros, whereas fasting would maybe like throw a wrinkle into that.
Yeah.
And it's just more unaccounted for. Like, you know, how does your body react to that? This is just really set. Like, it's very obvious how our body's reacting to everything. We can adjust it as we go.
Would you do the cut ever again? That's a great question. We've been asking ourselves, and yeah, I think this could be like a yearly thing.
Yeah, it's hard to ask us right now because we're like in the super hard the last 2 weeks where we don't love it.
Yeah.
But, you know, 2 months from now, I think my opinion will be like, yeah, well, we'll do it again probably.
Cheaper way to get electrolytes. So this is a cheap way we found to get electrolytes. It's Vega Sport Hydrator. It has a flavor to it. It's berries, so it's good in water, and it has all 3 supplements: magnesium, potassium, sodium.
We also just ordered a new one that we're gonna try. What's it called?
Sport salts by Planet Earth.
Do you guys have a recipe that's like Alfredo sauce? We have a
We
recipe
do.
that's exactly Alfredo sauce. It's in our fat bomb pasta recipe.
Low carb Alfredo pasta
Yep.
is the recipe.
I'm not into eating eggs or bacon. That's fine.
You don't have to.
Don't eat any foods you don't like. Eat more of the foods you do like.
I'm not eating eggs, and we're not eating bacon either right now.
Did the monetization rules on YouTube affect you?
I
don't
think they affected
think
everyone.
so. I don't know how much they affect us. I think anyone that has a pretty big channel, like over 20,000, is benefited
Impacted.
by most of the monetization rules, and like all the small ones are not benefited, which is not good really. But I don't know, the longer I do YouTube, the more you realize like how much you rely on them, and you're just at the whims of whatever, like they can do whatever they want, literally.
Yeah.
So having some kind of like, you know, diversity of how you make money is really essential. So we have a food blog. So if YouTube goes away tomorrow, we'll be able to put food on the table.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be beholden to these corporations that can just do whatever they want.
Can you share some non-scale victory or successes from the cut? That's a really good question. The first thing that comes to mind is I've learned not to be scared of weighing myself every day and, you know, being scared of the numbers, because I'm someone who's really quickly or negatively impacted if my weight's off, or I don't have high ketones, or you know, just the way I look in the mirror. So weighing myself every day has kind of put me in a place where, hey, my weight's gonna go up and down every single day, and I'm cool with that because this is my body, and whatever I feed it is gonna reflect on the scale.
It's actually interesting to have more of an holistic approach of like finding out what actually contributes to your scale weight. Because sometimes we eat our last meal at like 2 p.m. and then the scale is a lot lower, and sometimes we have like a ton of sodium in our last meal at 8 p.m. and the scale is a lot higher. It doesn't necessarily mean you just gained a bunch of fat though. It just means, you know, there's a lot of factors
Fluctuations.
that go into your scale weight.
And then especially for women, or for me, my hormones, so I'm on my period, I had a little more water retention, and I was cognizant of that, and I wasn't letting that negatively impact me. There's a lot that came out of this, right? What's one particular success for you that you take away aside from weight loss?
I think the biggest success is just proving to myself that I can do something consistently for 90 days.
And that's challenging and makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Set apart, $5 donations.
Thank you.
Do y'all count all seasonings you use in your macros? I sometimes count, sometimes don't. Keto for a month, lost 19 pounds. Love your bread recipe.
It depends. Like in our recipes on our site, yeah, we count them if they're in like high doses, like a tablespoon, or there's ginger and there's garlic, which adds up, cumin adds up, chili powder adds up. But when we're cooking at home and we're not tracking, no, we kind of just play and have fun, right?
Yeah, like the seasonings count in your body, but it's just all about if you're getting the results you want and you're not tracking them hardcore, then that's fine too. Yeah, I only really track stuff when I'm using like tablespoons worth of garlic powder or something like that. What's better, eating several times a day or fasting and eating once a day?
It's a personal preference.
Yeah. Everything with meal timing, in my opinion, unless you start getting into the long fasts, is just about what suits your lifestyle, what, lets you keep your food intake to where you want it to be. And there's no like if you eat the exact same amount of calories in 3 meals or you eat the exact same amount of calories in 1 meal, the weight loss is going to be the exact same. There's no like metabolic advantage to intermittent fasting, but it's more about what suits you.
Do you ever eat just salads with greens, eggs, avocados, bacon, etc.? Is that a good meal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great meal. We used to do Cobb salads all the time, which had exactly that, plus some chicken and cheese and dressing.
I eat a half of grapefruit for breakfast and lunch, and I lost 36 pounds first month. Whoa. Just
Nice.
kept my carbs around 20. I never count calories or just carbs.
That's amazing. Congratulations. I'm having rotisserie chicken and Zipfizz. Oh my God, you are living the dream life that I want to be living right in this moment.
That's funny because we were just talking about our first
Rotisserie
meal when we're done with this, and she was saying
And
rotisserie
it
chicken.
includes me getting a rotisserie chicken.
Validate your choices though. I would say that's just pure protein. So I would say like add some kind of fat to that meal. That's what I would do, but whatever works for you too. Is having pink salt really important? Having additional sodium in general is important. We kind of like pink salt for some reason is like super admirable amongst people doing keto, but we have a variety of salts. We have gray salt, we have pink salt, we have
Red
just
salt.
standard sea salt. Just get any kind of real salt and that's fine.
Richard Bowen, thank you for $5. With carb loading after 3 weeks, carb loading caused you to feel sick the next day, then recover because of back in ketosis. My levels spiked, but back to normal.
So is that I couldn't tell if you liked it or you didn't like the carb loading.
It seems like you felt sick the next day. So yeah, if you go heavy with the carbs, a lot of people struggle with it. Like Matt didn't have issues when we were carb cycling. I did. So maybe choosing your carbs differently next time if you decide to do it. For me, slower digesting carbs like sweet potatoes, I didn't have much of an issue with. But when I went for like the syrup with the pancakes, I struggled.
And then what we do if we are tracking, I don't know how strict some of you guys are probably tracking strictly, is when the meal is done, as you're putting it into the storage container, we put it into one big one. I weigh it out as you do that, so then like if you have 4 servings in there and it weighs 600 grams, then a serving is 150 grams. So you know that moving forward when you're portioning it out for the next few days.
I did keto for 9 weeks and only lost 15 pounds. I was discouraged, fell off the wagon, but I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I want to start back and I want results. Okay, that is, I hate this. That's crazy to me that you just said that, because I've been doing strict keto, like super strict, and working out a lot for 11 weeks now almost, and I've only lost 2.5 pounds, but I feel like that's success because I feel better, I look better, my body looks different. So look at all the other benefits, right?
Well, what you're doing is you're taking the accountability away from yourself and you're putting it onto the diet. So it's the diet's fault that you're not losing weight. It's not your fault. It is your fault. You have to figure these things out. This is like a dynamic process. You have the rest of your life to live. I assume you want to lose weight over the course of the rest of your life. It's not like I didn't get the results, so it's the diet's fault. Like, yeah, you don't have to do keto, but you have to take accountability and think of this as a process that you're figuring out. So you did keto for 9 weeks. You lost 15 pounds.
That's a lot of weight, though, by the way. Congratulations.
But if you want to lose more than that, think about what you did for that 9 weeks.
Change it up.
Yeah, it's on you. It's the ball's in your court. On Fathead Pizza recipe on your site, is a serving just one slice? I forget. I think a serving. A fourth, maybe? It might be half of the crust. I can't remember. It should say, though.
What's your go-to salad dressing? We've been making one recently with like a cilantro, pumpkin seeds, olive oil, but normally it's just like apple cider vinegar and some avocado oil.
I am not wearing makeup, but I did put a little bit of gel in my hair. A lot of people asking about Carb Quick. Oh, and Sam, you've been asking about the Wolverines. I've been like, I didn't watch the game. I gotta check on that.
Wolverines is Michigan? Oh, yeah. Michigan, that makes sense.
Carb Quick Mix. It's fine for keto if it fits in your macros. I find that it isn't really hugely beneficial. Like, I can just make stuff really quick out of almond flour and coconut flour to where I don't need to buy the Carb Quick. But if you find that it's helping you, then yeah, go for it.
Watched your videos on January 4th. So maybe the 4 video series you're talking about.
Yeah.
Leaped out of bed, hit the store, have been keto since, 19 pounds down, 60-point glucose drop. You've saved my life.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. See, that right there is just,
that's
incredible. And even if you were like 3 pounds down, you just seem like you have the mindset where you're just ready for the challenge. You're ready to take it on, and you are going to be successful no matter what.
You were ready to change your life. I think it was just the thing that you saw at that time. I have a funny story. Like, when we first started ketoconnect, I read the book Mastery by George Leonard. And it's not like that the book was maybe that fantastic, even though I think it is. But it's just like at the point of your life when you're just ready for something, right? And maybe that's what that was.
Whew.
And someone asking about the seaweed chips as a keto snack. I actually really do like it as a keto snack because it's nice and crunchy and you get the wasabi flavor. That's what I like. It's good.
All right, how long has it been?
It's been over an hour.
All right, guys. It's been a long day.
Eric Yam, heavily represented in the chat again. Thoughts on vegan keto? I think keto is great. I think vegan is not that great. It's okay, though. But when you put them together, I think you get a little bit worse of both.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really recommend it or do it. I would say like minimum vegetarian keto is probably a good way to go.
You can be healthy on both separately, though. But yeah, mashing them together is... I feel like you're not going to be getting enough of the nutrients you need. And
I think it's just like a weird disconnect. I understand if it's an ethical thing, but the idea of, my idea of nutrition is that animal, like protein, animal source foods is what you want for good nutrition. Someone doing vegan is very much the opposite of that. All right, guys. We're going to call it. Fun. This was great. Be sure to tag us with like your finished dishes on Instagram and stuff.
And then we'll do a better job of posting next week's recipe
ahead of time.
More widespread so you guys can get your groceries.
Thanks for hanging.
Bye.